All righty, we're here online, live. Added a light to the clock in case anybody noticed. Nobody noticed because nobody's online. Good evening. Is the frequency in use? All righty, this is K4PEW. My name is Paul, net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Didn't think so. I think anybody was hanging onto their hat here for the last 30 minutes, waiting for the announcement. But if there's any emergencies, please just break it any time or call 9. We really need to call 911 first. That may be broken at any time for an emergency of a personal nature. Nuclear alerts come from the federal government. For information on this net, you can see us here right now on YouTube, which is under my call, either K4PEW to call in the search block, or under Brain Trust, BRAINTRUSTS, one word. You'll see it under Brain Trust's channel. Or you can look us up on our regular website, 146415.net, 146415.net, and that's our regular website for the general public, just to make them aware of stuff. And also on Yahoo groups, MJ_SS. You can join the group there if you like, get the emails and reminders. That's MJ_SS in Yahoo groups. Or you can send me an email to K4PEW@ARRL.net. Yeah, we've got about 83 people, I think, on the Yahoo group, so that's kind of nice. It's a fairly large group for a kind of a non-club, no rules, no dues club. So I'm kind of happy the direction we've taken in the last 5 years or so. Almost 5 years, it'll be 5 years next week. Purpose of the net is to support and train high-am radio operators to have a good time, to help them get into a situation that, as Jed would say, Uncle Jed, to get better antennas, better stations, higher antennas, more efficient antennas, and just generally operate better, which has been the general practice of all the people that have been on this net for any length of time. We invite everyone to use the net to announce things and amateur radio activities and training, etc. I'll ask in a minute if you have any announcements. Well, today, by the way, the announcement is we've got, following the regular 2-meter net, we move on to the buy-sell, swap, and swindle net, and then we move on to the legal net for the swindle issues. But then we move on to the 144.240 upper sideband. And that's the big announcements of the week. This is Saturday, so Sunday. Now I also send announcements for the 2 nets, that Simplex net and the emergency preparedness net on Tuesday, and of course the Wednesday net, which is our next net. So, anybody else have any other announcements? All righty, that's a big thing going on there. All right, then today we are starting. This is our net number 518. Seems a little absurd that it's been that many, but it is 518. We're starting from the north. Coming from the north, please come in. All right, very good, Brian. I did to turn up the volume a little bit. That's W4DBV. Good to see you this morning. How you doing? Your signal's about as good as it gets these days.
That's fine. Hey, copy my call. I'm happy. Still running the HP about 5 watts of attic antenna. So much for all the improvements and upgrading. And having 22 elements back the out of 60,000 watts, etc. Don't have it here, but hey, got it all. I'm happy. I enjoyed seeing everyone this morning and had a great time. So best of you and everyone else on that. So I'll back out, and thanks for calling on.
Yeah, very good, Brian. That was Brian, Whiskey 4 Delta Bravo Victor, and he is doing his limbo version of ham radio with 5 watts and an attic antenna. See how low he can go. He just barely makes the meter, makes it a little nervous. It just jumps around a tiny bit. All right, who else we got north? Please come in.
WB0NOL.
Hey, Mark, good to see you this morning.
Good to see you. Enjoyed the breakfast. And I always do. And I don't have much else. I was kind of asking around at breakfast this morning if anybody, how folks actually hear the shortwave station that's in Lebanon It's 26 miles due east of me, and I can only occasionally barely hear it on 5 megahertz.
Huh. I haven't listened to it in a long time. I don't know. I forget. What is that station called again? I forget.
I think it's WT. No, shoot. I don't remember. WTTW or something like that.
Yeah, somebody else will remember it. We'll ask it. We'll ask again. Anybody remembers what that shortwave station that's over there east of Lebanon that's got that big power, but Mark's saying he's having some difficulty hearing it for some reason. I don't know what the deal is. I have heard it, but not in ages.
Yep. Well, I know they don't transmit all the time, and I know they do a little bit of frequency hopping. And I've tried to follow them around. I've gone to where I could listen to it online, so I know they're doing something. But I still can't hear them. I've got 130 feet of wire out, and it's a pretty good antenna. It hears stations 500 miles away or 1,000 miles away, just not 120 miles away.
Maybe he's too close.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody else having any trouble hearing ever that? It's like WTW. I forget what it is now, too. Darn, that's awful. I can't remember that. I'll look in my book here. I probably got it right here. Hang on one second.
WTWW. We transmit worldwide.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Who was that? Who did I hear that from? Is that Kevin?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Knowledge Base. How you doing, Kevin? Hold on. Yeah, you got WTW. Are you able to hear that station? Do you listen to it at all, Kevin?
I listen to it almost every other night.
Okay. Well, you can hear it. What are you using your wires, of course?
Yeah, mostly that big long wire, that super long wire. I usually catch them. Heck, I can pretty much pull the antenna right out of the radio and catch them. I'm so damn close to them.
Huh. I don't know, Mark. What antenna do you use?
I've got an off-center fed dipole that's pretty much 80 meters and up.
And that's got a 4-to-1 balun on it?
Yeah, but it loads up and works fine on 5 megahertz and 10 megahertz. It's okay. So I don't think that maybe I'm just listening to the wrong time or the wrong frequency.
I don't know. Well, maybe somebody else would chime in there on WTWW. All right, very good, Mark. Good to have you in there. Good to see you this morning. That was Whiskey Bravo 0, November, Oscar in Hermitage. Who else? North, please come in. Anybody else north of Lebanon Road, north of Mount Juliet?
Maybe 9 or 10.
Hey, you're awful soft-spoken today. What's up?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I need to turn up the gain there a little bit.
No, you got a good. You're 60 over, and your voice sounds normal. But so often when I hear you, it seems much louder.
Oh, I'm pretty wore out. I've been outside all day from 8 o'clock to about an hour ago, working on stuff. So I'm kind of burned out, I think.
Oh, I'd be deflated too. I was out in that 90-something degrees sun all day.
Oh, I mean, I took my breaks and everything. Come in the house and cool off a little bit. But yeah, it took it really. I thought it was supposed to be cooler today.
Yeah, it's cooler than 100. Yeah. Hey, you didn't see that article about the new car they're coming? I forget who's coming out with it. It's a 300-mile-an-hour vehicle or somewhere close to that.
No, I didn't see that one. I mean, there are some out there. There is a car out there that does that. But is this an electric car, I assume?
I don't think so. I'll have to look that up again. I'm pretty sure it was internal combustion.
Yeah, I know that they go back and forth between the Bugattis and the Koenigseggs. They go back and forth.
Well, this one apparently was custom made for the person. In other words, they got your body molding conditions and then designed the seat for you.
Yeah, I think the Koenigsegg is like that and they make everything on the car, just about everything themselves. It was unbelievable. I saw a thing on it. I'm like, for such a low volume, but when the cars cost millions of dollars, I guess you could do that.
Well, I think I told you the last time we had a breakfast 2 weeks ago, there was a what do you call it? Dang, not a Maserati. Yeah, Maserati. Maserati. I said, I can't believe it. I've never seen a Maserati in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, you don't see too many of them, but when you see them, if you're familiar with the logo, if they stand out, you're like, wait a minute, what is that? Oh yeah.
Well, I looked it up because I don't know crap about Maseratis, and that one, I don't know what year it was, but the current or last year's model, it was around. It said it was between 124 and 130,000 dollars.
That's too much. That's too much. I don't know. For me, anyway. I shouldn't say that because I guess if I had millions of dollars, I probably would say, okay, that's okay.
Well, it's at that point, the rule, man. If you're worried about the price, obviously, you're just not wealthy enough.
Yep, that is accurate.
Well, it's true. But think back when you were a kid, and if somebody said to you, "Listen, wouldn't you like to buy a Corvette?" and you go, "Yeah, right." Never happened. You got to be rich, but technically, you could afford a Corvette if you wanted.
Yeah, no, it's true, and and nowadays they're actually not too bad, especially used ones like what I have. But yeah, you can. And I had I think the first, I wasn't a kid, I was young. I bought a Mustang, and that was expensive, but yeah, I wasn't too far off from getting like maybe a used vet at the time.
Okay, I just looked it up real quick. I believe it's the Hennessy Performance Venom F5 may surpass the 300 mile per hour mark. I think that's the one I was looking at.
Oh yeah, Hennessy will take. Usually, he'll take a smaller car, modify it, put a crazy engine in it. It's all Hennessy's all custom. Plus, he does packages for other vehicles as well. So yeah, no, I could see that. I did hear about that. Now that I about him working on that, I do remember I heard it a few months ago. Oh, okay, so they must be really coming out.
Yeah, but I can't even afford the paint job, man.
Well, yeah, if you ever seen the Ford GT, the second version one, the one with the turbo V6 that they have out now, there is one guy that had one made, and the paint job on it costs like more than most cars just for the paint.
Yeah, well, you got to do something. When you're a millionaire, what are you going to spend your money on? You got to do on something you like.
Yeah, it was a paint color that was originally out on the Mustang a few decades ago, or at least maybe 20 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. That it was so special that if the dealer had to do body work, it had to get shipped. The can would get shipped to them, and they had to reseal it and send it back because it had so many different colors in it, and it was like very special paint. Well, this guy wanted that color so bad that he paid Ford extra money just to get this car, and it's the only one, and it's one of a kind, and that makes it worth more.
Well, then let's hope we don't wreck it. All right, Frank, appreciate it. Good to have you in there. It was Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo. He is in Northwest Wilson. He's a motorhead, I think. Anyway, who else we got north? North of Mount Juliet, north of Walmart. All right, you're going over the west. Please come in.
KM4YRF.
Hey, I sent you that email on those two songs that we were talking about.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to do anything yet, but I'll look whenever the net's over.
No rush. I just wanted to make sure you knew which ones I was talking about. That's one. So is the Arduino put together and working?
Yeah, it is. All I need now is a paddle, and then I can start playing with it.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure somebody could lend you one, maybe.
Well, I found one that I got from my friend in Owensboro.
Not sure it works. It's only got 2 switches on
Yeah, but it's old and kind of corroded.
it. Yeah, kind of like us.
Exactly.
All righty. Well, everything else going all right now?
Oh yeah, I cut a bunch of grass this afternoon after the kid build, and got home in time to get a shower before the net, so that was good.
Yeah, dry grass cuts real well, doesn't
It does. A little crunchy.
it? Yeah, no, it leaves tracks too. All right, very good. That was Michael, KM4YRF. He's in Belshire. Who else, West?
KN4CJF.
Hey, we missed your breakfast this morning, man.
Yeah, under the weather this weekend, I'm afraid. Now, I'm sorry I missed it, though.
Oh, yeah, we had a good time.
Well, yeah, I planned on coming. I woke up this morning and Heather asked me if I was going. I just could not make it. But hopefully the next one, I sure hope to attend.
All right, no, that's no problem. You know, there's no rules. You don't have to be there. We aren't keeping track, or are we keeping points? You know, it's just you can, you can't, you can't. No big thing. You know, all right. But you're doing better now, though. I hope.
I'm feeling a little bit better. But in defense of that is they make a real good breakfast there. So I really kind of missed it. But I'm glad we don't keep score. It's more gravy, man.
What, biscuits and gravy?
That's my favorite. It's all good.
Yeah, it's meat and 3 plus whatever else we got.
And their coffee's usually warm.
Yeah, no, it's decent stuff. I mean, it's. I'd rather go there than the chain restaurants, quite honestly.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Me too. I enjoy it there. And like I say, you know, I miss the fellowship too, man, seeing everybody. But like I say, next time I'll plan on being there.
Yep, no, I was good. I think we had. I think it was 12 people there too.
Oh, that's great, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is good. It is good, and obviously everybody can't make it. I mean, there's several people. Obviously, the regulars who show up. There's several people that had other things to do with their family or whatever, and of course, either they, bringing the XYL's good, or going out with, it's all good no matter what. I mean, like I said, there's a hobby, and it's not mandatory. It's not like this isn't a corporate structure here where you got to be there.
Yeah, roger that. Anyway, it's all good, and it's a lot of fun. I met some really, really good people.
Oh yeah, no, as you know, we have a good time, and we missed you being there. I was looking forward to it, as a matter of fact. All right, very good. That's Rick. He is in Ashland City, and that's Kilo November 4, Tango Juliet Foxtrot. I'm sure you're enjoying the little extra space in the house this week.
Yeah.
And a little quieter.
Quite a bit more space.
And quieter.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it's so funny. I don't know what well, I remember when my sons took off, and it was like, oh yeah, finally.
Yeah, actually, the bride and groom went to Destin on their honeymoon. They came back. They actually came by today, picked up some of the gifts and stuff, and got to visit for a few minutes. So it was actually pretty nice.
Yeah, well, I hope he didn't react the way my dad did. I came home unannounced from the Navy on the way to reporting to my ship. And I came home, and my father saw me, and he goes, "What are you doing home?"
Yeah, no, I did not, but that's funny.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, I guess he might have thought I was going AWOL or something. I don't know what he thought, but it was just funny. "What are you doing home?" "Well, sorry, I came home to see you, man."
Yeah, forgive me, Dad.
Yeah, no, it was funny. All righty, that was Rick again, KN4TJF, and he's in Ashland City. Who else? West, please come in.
K4O here, Mary.
Hey, is it KD4? You left out the letter, did you?
I didn't mean to. If I did, KD4OEN.
I might have just missed it. How you doing, Mary?
Doing great. How about yourself, Paul?
Oh, I was waiting for you to get on the air so I could tell you. I took Sugar out in the yard this afternoon, and she actually has got a more. It's so funny. I think she's lost. I don't know how much she's lost, but she's either lost weight and or gained confidence. running up the stairs like a pro, and she gave me this look out in the yard like, what are you doing? And I kind of made it move like I was going to play with her, and she started running around in a circle and doing a little jump that she does. It's so funny to watch a dog that's happy.
That is so cool to hear. I bet she's lost a few pounds. That's why she's running around like that. So I know you have her on a good diet so she can lose some pounds. Our friend was over here today, and I said we were talking about dogs for some reason because we love dogs. And I said I have to show you something. And I showed her your picture that you took from behind Shug, the tail view, and she just could not believe her little legs held her up.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen fat dogs before, but usually it's distributed evenly over the whole body, you know. This one, she's got a whole bunch on her chest. There's like a big fatty enterprise there, and then it's like her butt looks like an armadillo.
It does. It's so funny. Yeah, she just like has these packs on her side, like she's carrying little fanny packs or something. I don't know how to describe it, but it's funny.
Oh, it is funny. She was running around today with me. I got remembered. I got to get a video of her and I'll put it up or send it to you or whatever.
I would love to see it. That'd be awesome. Thank you. Well, I'm going to pass the mic over to Marty. Wish you all a great weekend, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. K4OEN.
Yeah, very good, Mary. How you doing, Marty?
I'm doing just fine. K84, BQK.
You're not going out and sitting on the porch on these hot afternoons, are you?
Oh, yeah, every morning it's be about there 90 degrees.
Oh, man, you're a better man than me. It's, well, I don't know. In the evening, it's not too bad once it gets, somewhere around 5 o'clock. And it's not too bad between, first thing in the morning and, say, 11 or 12. But in between those times in the afternoon, it gets a little sticky.
Okay. Okay. Steamy.
Yeah, it gets steamy. You're right. Well, I was used to that, having lived in Florida all those years. Because, man, it was steamy first thing in the morning. I'd open up the door and you felt like you were walking into a sauna.
Do you have a sauna?
No, I wouldn't have one. It's too steamy.
Would?
No. Well, I guess I would, but only rich men have saunas.
Well, you aren't rich.
Oh, no. Well, really, I am. You've heard of millionaires? Well, I'm a thousandaire.
That's a good one.
All right, Marty. It was good talking to you. Hope you're doing well. Take care of your dog. Mary, it was good to have you there. That was KD4 Oscar Echo November. It was Mary and Kilo Delta 4 Bravo Quebec Kilo Marty. And they're also over in Belchar. Who else? It was good to have you both in there. I will get that video out this week. I guarantee. Well, I hope to guarantee. I have such a good time with the girl. In fact, when she sleeps on the bed, I put her up on the bed to sleep, and she just sleeps. So I have a good time. And then when I get to take her out, I got to take her down from the bed because she can't jump that far. I don't want her to jump. She probably, like I told you, it's like picking up a bag of water. Anyway, what else we got? Where are we go? Well, west of Mount Juliet. Nothing else west. Going to the south then. South of Mount Juliet, south of I-40. Is this thing on? South of I-40.
Yankee Victor.
Hey, Larry. It was good to see you this morning as well.
Oh, yeah, man. The breakfast was great.
Yeah, it was decent. It was nice. We had a good time. I wish you'd have stayed a little long. We had a good time. We were there till about 10:30 maybe.
Yeah, I left around 9 or just a little after.
Oh, that's because you're a busy man.
No, I got a long way to go.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, it's funny. I've been to a lot of ham meetings. I just call them, ham like club meetings, and they're okay, but so much of it's taken up with just stupid. Well, I must say stupid things, administrative things. How's the repeater doing? What's the tower status? What's the all the stuff that we don't really care about. We'd rather meet up with hams and talk about ham things and other things.
Oh, yeah, and the guy, I can't remember now, but he was asking, I've got the shortwave stuff on now, and I got him 30 over right now.
Ah, okay. Well, very good. I don't know how, he's in Hermitage, so he should be able to get it fine. So I don't know. I'll have to look myself. What is that frequency? Do you know, Larry? Because I don't have it in front of me.
Well, I'm not sure it's the same one, but all the shortwave stations are coming in good. It's 9.395 is what I'm on right now.
All righty, very good. All right, Larry, good to have you in there. Larry, you're in Rockvale, Kilo Echo 4, Sierra Yankee Victor. Again, Rockvale. Great signal as always. Who else, South?
KF4 VBA, Victor.
Hey, hold on, Terry. Dan, hope you're feeling better.
Oh, yeah, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I'm here.
No, I understand. I understand. Even, you know, like we're talking about arthritis, even sitting there, if I cross my legs, you know, like I've just propped my leg up on my other leg, when I go to put it back down, I go, I can't believe I had my leg up there that long because it hurts.
Yeah, I know when the doctor pulled me off the arthritis medicine, I found out I have joints that I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah, I know. And I don't, you know, I don't, well, I'm not one big one on taking drugs, but taking any drug usually has some kind of side effects, short term or long term, and I just soon avoid all that.
Yeah, me too, but, you know, if it makes me feel better and I can get along easier, I'm all for it.
Oh, no, I am too. And at this stage, I don't think it matters too much which side effects I have.
Yeah, I enjoyed being at the breakfast again today and told you for sure I'd talk with you tonight. So here I am, and I'll let you get on to the next one.
Yeah, very good. Good to have you in there, Dan. That was Dan, KM, for Kilo Mike 4, Victor Alpha. He's here in Mount Juliet over there near Providence. As an old friend of mine used to say, he's a cliff dweller in one of the apartments. That is an apartment or a condo?
An apartment.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, very good. Yeah, my an old friend is. Look at those cliff dwellers over there. I'd never do that. All right, Terry, you still in there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm on the mobile right now. Also, everybody may not hear me. I was out here in the garage doing some work out here and had you monitoring out here. So thought I'd be able to do that while I'm listening.
Yeah, trying to get some work done.
Yeah, when it's actually cooler.
Yeah, well, I just do not do any work at all myself.
Oh, shoot, I'm with you on that, but that's the problem. I'm having to play catch up.
I could play catch up for the next 5 years.
Probably 10 for me. But anyway, I enjoyed making the breakfast this morning. Like I say, it's kind of rough for me. I got about 2.5 hours sleep. Actually, it caught up with me pretty good when I got home, man. I tried to get some stuff done out here in the yard and did a little while, and I got feeling pretty sick. So I lay down for about 3 hours and stuff, and feel better now. But it's probably going to be an early night anyway. But hello to everybody on the net that wasn't at the breakfast, and hello again to the ones that were and enjoyed it and was glad I was able to make it. And good seeing everybody, and y'all have a good time with the rest of the net here. I'll be listening. KN4. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, Jed, you have to throw in the doggy, you know, for Jed there when you first came on. KN4 MPV. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, I think it's wee doggies. I know that one. Anyway, yes, Terry. Yeah, I was going to tell you, see, with that long work hours, and short amount of sleep, an ordinary man wouldn't be able to take.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I tell you what, the age is catching up there, so I can't do it like I used to out here, but and it's probably a good thing because I tell you have a heat stroke in this minute.
You got that right. Well, very good. That was Terry, Kilo November 4, Mike Papa Victor, and he is in Murfreesboro. Good to see you this morning, and good to hear you on the net tonight. And really working hard to get to the breakfast with 2 hours sleep and 10 or 11 hours of work. So, who else south? Please come in. Wow, going over to the east then. Please come in.
WA4ZHI.
Hey, James. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you. Got back home quick ride just then, didn't I?
You did what?
I got back on here real quick. Got to meet the other guys.
Yeah, exactly. Everything going well for you?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I stayed in today and worked in my computer / radio room.
Yeah, I did some of that too. It was too hot to do anything outside.
Throw some old junk away and sort some stuff out.
Man, I got a lot of throwing out to do. You come over here and help me throw out stuff.
It'll be a month or two before I get done.
That might be longer than that for me. I can never. Some things I just can't part with. Even though it's, I know I'm. You have to make. It's funny with that stuff. You have to make a decision to say, do I really, really, really need this thing? And if the answer is maybe, you probably just ought to throw it out.
Yeah, I got spare parts I've had over 10 years, and I keep holding on to them.
Yeah, I know the feeling. You feel kind of dumb, really. All right, well, very good, James. That was James. He's a hoarder like the rest of us for parts and things. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India right here in Mount Juliet. And again, it was good to see you this morning, and good to hear you on the net tonight. Who else? South or east? Excuse me, east. East of Mount Juliet. Please come in.
Okay, I'm going to.
You making any progress on your neck there, Stan?
On my neck, you mean?
Yeah, I said neck. I hope you heard that.
I thought you said neck, like a neck network card.
No, your neck. The neck issue, yeah, the big one.
Yeah, it seems to be getting better. Muscles on both sides point to aggravate, like the ache and aggravate me every now and then, but I think it's getting better.
Yeah, well, as we mentioned, I know from my experience, it takes a while to get anything, especially as you get older. It takes a while for everything to get healed and feel comfortable with it, and everything gets back in order,
Yeah, he put me in traction, stretch back out, put that new disc in or what, but it sure did aggravate the neck muscles.
Probably was a combination of everything, because whenever they go in it, I remember when I had my gallbladder out, which was they did a horizontal cut at that time right across the one side of my abdomen. And I could not believe the pain I was in when the anesthesia wore off. I couldn't sneeze. I couldn't do anything. It exerted my abdominal muscles. I couldn't laugh. Couldn't do anything. Couldn't cough.
No, that's not good.
Well, you know what I'm saying is you can't believe how much disturbing and cutting into muscles hurts. You don't realize it until it gets done.
Yeah, there were quite a few muscles up there at, I don't know what it's called.
Well, you figure in your neck and in your, that part of your body, you got a lot of nerve endings and a lot of blood vessels and a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, that was one of the main things I was concerned about. Cutting my blood vessel there. I don't think I sent you a picture of the incision. I'll send you one. Let's take a look at it.
No, I saw that last one you sent me. Yes, I did.
Okay, I wasn't sure I sent you one.
Yeah, my lawyer said I couldn't make any, prognostications on how good it was.
Okay, well, I want to hook you up back to that KM4HQ.
Yeah, very good. That was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel, Quebec Echo over in just north of downtown Lebanon. Who else? Kevin, are you in there?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. KG4, how's that?
Hey, man, you couldn't get it. I'm going to make you start walking on Fridays to get over to breakfast on Saturday.
It takes about that long, too, wouldn't it? Oh, man, yeah. Well, I can't say I overslept. I just didn't make it.
No, I know. No big thing. No, not great. Maybe we ought to do a live feed from the breakfast so everybody can participate in the BS stories and the lies.
There you go. Yeah, that worked. We have to get one of those apps like you use for the code.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying but see, one of the problems with the net, and as I say problem, it's not a problem. It's just a problem. For instance, the more people get connected on the net, they tend not to go out and meet the people directly because they go, hey, I talk to them every day.
Well, that could be about right. I don't know. I never thought of it, but it might be my excuse next time.
Well, I think it's a good one. I have some more excuses, but they cost money.
Oh, you going to charge me for that, man? Oh, go.
No, this is like drugs, man. The first one's free.
Oh, okay. I see how you are, you dealer.
Yeah, I'm an excuse dealer.
All right. There ain't nothing going on over here. Same old stuff. Different day. I'm surprised that fella can't hear that station. I got that WCWW wide open over here. Hell, I have to turn the attenuator on sometimes.
And what's his frequency?
The 50 or what is that? 5.8085, I think.
5.085.
Yeah.
All right, everybody heard that. It's 5.085. That's the WTWW shortwave station over there, East 11. Yeah, that's a big station. I've seen pictures of it. He's got pictures of the transmitter station and stuff. That's a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to it right now. I just turned it on to it, and hell, I'm getting about 60 over on it, on the frequency itself. But yeah, it's working. I don't see how that fella can't get it. I don't understand that. That don't make no sense. But maybe he's just in a different lower, in a lower location or something. I guess I don't know. But yeah, sometimes I can pull the antenna right off and it'll work. But yeah. All right. Well, I give it back to you, Paul. Let's get on with it. We're still going to do sideband and stuff.
We are going to do some upper sideband on 144.240 as soon as we're done.
All righty. Well, then I'll be there when y'all get there. KC4, am I think?
Yeah, very good. That was Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, Mike India Zulu, who's pulling in the WTWW 5.085. We're stationed real well, that shortwave station over there, East 11. Who else we got? Where I was, East. East of Mount Juliet. Got nothing. Late check-ins then. We're already into late check-ins. Please come in.
Check.
Hey, what's up, Ray?
AJ4 GMR, KJ4 HCNV.
Yeah, very good. You doing all right this evening after a long day of work?
Oh yeah. I'm out here with a boy lives up the road. He wants to change his oil. Yeah, come on down. Ain't done it. It's cool off. I'll sit out here with him.
Yeah, your kind of job, everybody wants something, don't they?
That's right.
Well, when you got a valuable skill, that everybody needs, you tend to be the go-to guy if you're willing to put up with it,
Well, guy today, I don't know how he messed him up, but anyway, he come over here. Well, the old Raleigh sent him over here. Anyway, I want to take John. He wants it. Just knock the studs out. You can't do it on that 3/4 ton. You can't half ton, not a 3/4. Why can't you? I said, look how long them studs are, and look how much room you got between the merge spray and all that. So anyway, blah blah blah. After it was all over with, he said, you're not all that dumb. Said people your age done got losing a lot of it. Said you're pretty sharp to know what you're talking about when you talk about it.
Do you ever notice that people get surprised when you know something? I've had that happen to me a number of times. They go, "How'd you know that?" I said, "Well, I've done it before. That's why."
Yeah, boy, put that motor in that Buick. I kept telling him what he needed to do. He acted like he knew it. And I said, okay. I said, you don't take the brackets off, but it ain't gonna work. It's close. It's gonna be angle 8. You're gonna have to force it. And I don't like forcing them motors back in. I want to let them just settle back down, sit back in. And anyway, he finally had to force it in. Look, it didn't tear up nothing or bust the bell house. But he said, I guess you was right. I should have took the brackets off.
It's funnier when people don't take your advice. It really is.
I mean, hell, bother me. They learn a lesson. He said, how long has it been since you changed one of these? I said, 2 or 3 years. He said, how did you know to do that? I said, same way because of the fan belt. Serpentine belt, you got to take the brackets off and put serpentine belt on. Old Buicks, them 3.8 Buicks, I hate them cars because that you can't just pop one off, pop round back on. You got to jack the motor up and take the front motor mount completely off of it to get the belt on.
Oh, is that right? Some of the stuff, the way they build cars is crazy, isn't it?
I'm telling you. But anyway, other than that, now it's a pretty good night. And I won't be on your net the 5th, Saturday night of the 5th. I'll probably be now on into the California territory.
Oh man, you're going to the dark side.
I know. I'm going to the dark side.
Okay, just don't let it rub off on you, which I'm pretty sure it won't.
Don't worry, I got too much redneck in me.
All right. Maybe you'll rub off on them.
Well, I doubt it. Only thing I'm worried about is can't take my gun with me.
No, yeah, you can't. I don't think they reciprocate with anybody on licenses.
Yeah, I got the federal gun permit, but I just can't carry it on an airplane.
No, I'm saying I don't think that they reciprocate. California reciprocates on your license here in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, mine's federal. Go anywhere.
Ah, I didn't know that. Awesome. Yeah, yeah, flying with it ain't gonna work either.
Well, I could go to Nashville and get my paperwork, and I could carry it on an airplane with me. It wouldn't be no problem, but there ain't no sense in that. Going all that hootenanny for that. But no, see, we was coming out of Texas and Kansas and Oklahoma and back over in that part of the woods, bringing dynamite and money back over here. We was bringing money back over here to Knoxville and bringing dynamite back up here to Millersville, stuff like that. And we had to have federal gun permits to be able to go down, up and down the highway.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't familiar with those rules at all. Well, very good, Ray. It was good to have you in there. Say hello to Zoe for me. It was Ray, Kilo Juliet 4, Golf Mike Romeo, and Zoe, Kilo Juliet 4, Hotel November Victor. Good to have you both in there from Cottontown. Who else? Any late chickens?
W4, AWE, for Yankee Bill.
Hey, Bill, hold on 1 second. I got John in there. How you doing, John?
Good, real good. Starting to get to be beautiful weather.
Well, it's under 100 if that's beautiful.
Yeah, at least after sunset.
Yeah, after sunset it's good. But we're not getting any 90-degree relief for the next 10 days, except for one where it said I think it was going to be 89.
Yeah, no, I've got a roofing crew coming next week to tear everything off down to the rafters and put a new roof in, and that's going to be a hot and messy thing to do.
Yeah, as long as it's not you.
Yeah, this is when my work starts when they get done. That's when I get back to gutters and painting and antennas.
Well, I know the roofing projects the few that I've been involved with. Biggest problem is picking up all those roofing nails after they leave.
Yeah, I actually own 2 of those sweeper magnets, and you can't do it enough. You still keep finding stuff over and over.
Oh, go out barefoot. You'll find them.
Exactly, or park in the right spot.
No, it's unbelievable that you think the magnets would pick them up, and then you walk along and you see one. You go, how did the magnet miss that? It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it just sort of goes with that whole thing of roofing.
Yep, I know. I was going to ask you something specific. Oh, we were just talking earlier today that it seems like we're in a really low period of music quality in the nation, under popular music.
Well, I think it depends on where you look. The business has changed so radically. I mean, I've actually bought 2 CDs in the last month, and it's an incredible CD. It's Johnny Cash songs done by other artists, and it's just wonderful. And then Willie Nelson has got a new CD out that's just incredible.
Well, I'm not surprised that Willie Nelson produced something good, but I'm saying, looking at the young artists, they don't seem like they're doing anything.
Well, I don't know. There's pockets of stuff in there that I find pretty nice. I mean, we were sort of spoiled in our generation to live through what I call the true golden era of music back in the Woodstock days.
Yeah, see, I've heard people say, that was all rock and roll. It's all the same. And you go, apparently you don't see the diversity, in all of the different groups, whether they're even between silly things like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and the Dave Clark Five and and the list is really long list. And even some of the groups that didn't make it big for long periods of time had some great music.
Yeah, the thing I miss, and it's very easy to hear, is the difference in manufactured records where people are literally emailing WAV file parts to each other and then putting a record together versus the old days like from Sun Studios and Allentown where Garth Brooks recorded, where you actually go for a performance.
Well, yeah, I mean, I met a guy online, as a matter of fact, who is this couple over in. They have recorded here in Nashville. I say here, over in Nashville, and they, and you realize that people will ship in their track and they add other tracks and ship them back, and it's like, man, this isn't anything like what was the old days,
Yeah, I mean, it's just, the old way of doing it, which some people still do, and you really hear the difference. You try to put together that right group of musicians, starting with the critical ingredient of a great song, and then if you get the catalyst right, magic will happen, and boy, you just need to make sure you roll the tape.
Well, one of my favorite novelty songs of all time is from the 60s. It's If You Want to Be Happy for the Rest of Your Life. You know that song?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay. If you'll re-listen to that song, the original version, it makes me laugh every time because it sounds like they are indeed in the garage.
Yeah. I mean, and it's funny. I'm just, because I do some occasional audio mastering for clients who want me to, and and I've got endless plugins and things like that to play with on the workstations. But sometimes my best recommendation is, go back and recut that again.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I can imagine. But in today's day and age, obviously you can have a vocals done all by itself, or the vocals can be picked up after everybody else does their tracks, or vice versa, or just 1,000 ways to skin a cat, I guess.
Yeah, but it is not the same.
No, I think sometimes when I listen to that last Amy Winehouse album, which I wasn't a big Amy Winehouse fan, I picked up the album because I was intrigued by the movie I saw of her. I had never really followed her. And while her voice is outrageously good, and it's problematic in other ways, just some of the lyrics are a little bit on the rough side. But, the movie, the production of the audio, for the tracks, it seems too slick.
Yeah, I mean, she was just an incredible performer. It's so sad that she burned out so quickly. I mean, she reminds me a bit of Janis Joplin in the very distinctive, powerful purity of a performance.
Yeah, and I still think that was my, I may have mentioned it before, I've talked about it on here a few times, but I really believe that a lot of artists have issues, especially the ones that are naturally talented, like Janis Joplin. I'm sure they worked at it, but don't get me wrong, you have to have a natural talent before you can develop it into something that's really, really good, like Amy Winehouse. She was doing that with her dad when she was in her, I think 12 or whatever she said, I forget now. But what I'm saying is that people are giving her tons of money and tons of accolades and tons of attention, and she's going, I've always had this. What do you love me, but you don't even know me.
Yeah, I mean, it can cause some really difficult personal introspection when all of that public attention is thrust upon you, and it can feel like a crushing force. I've seen it up close, but everybody's got issues. The thing that once somebody gets into the public eye, they just get magnified is all. Oh
yeah, no, and I'm not sure a lot of people can take that. I'm pretty sure, because you see so many issues with drug and alcohol in the entertainment business, or where there's a lot of pressure. I'll just use it that way. But the entertainment business seems to be amplified, and so it's hard for me to believe 27. I think she was 27 or 28. And she died of alcohol poisoning, with like 3 or 4 times. And you go, wow, that she really was pushing it. And I don't think she wanted to live at that point. I'm pretty sure she didn't. Yeah,
we lost some, wonderful artists over the years. I mean, it's whether you go back to painters in the 17th century to, Keith Whitley in country music. It's, it's nothing new. It's the creative process. It's like they say that the greatest comedians are people that just have to sort of let that self inner torture out on stage. Yeah,
they're the only ones. Well, they used to be able to do all that stuff, but not much anymore. They get criticized for saying anything. Yeah, I agree with you. And also it's the pressure of performing well. And you know that no matter what, it comes down to them, and they're being criticized for a performance that may not be up to their standards, or some critic standards, or the audience's standards, or you know your name and picture are flashed all over the screen. And it was funny to me, not funny, haha, funny, but the artists, so many artists, you read their bio, it's like 80% of them have had drug rehab, you know.
Yeah, I think that's a bit inflated, but a lot of them are actually pretty normal folks. But I think the reason we as the consuming public will really love a certain song or a certain performance is what we're actually hearing is somebody saying and keying something within us that we actually wanted to hear and wanted to say, and they're doing it in a way that's that makes us feel some of that same. They're saying what we wanted to say but didn't know how.
Oh, absolutely. And the best of ones have a memorable lyrics and memorable melody. That's it all kind of goes together, because I can. You can talk to people and they'll say, man, they'll have a song that's 30 years ago. And I'll go, yeah, I remember what I was doing when I first heard that. And boy, I wish those, you know what I'm saying? It becomes an emotional component of them.
Yeah. I mean, anytime, even if it's on the professional level, when someone asks me for an opinion about something, my first reply is the first rule of all the arts is they're all totally subjective.
Yeah, I got one of that friend of mine who was in a competition. He says, normally I don't enter competitions for guitar because that isn't something I like to do. This is because the fact is, what somebody likes about my work, they can equally like about somebody else's work. And it's subjective to every person.
Indeed, it really is. It's just, that's one of the whole aspect of people who are professional critics. As often, it doesn't really puzzle me. I'm not sure who said it once, but a critic is someone who really wanted to do that but couldn't, and being a critic was their only way to be part of the
game. Yeah, they're all wannabes. I don't know that that's totally true. Some of them just like to study, film critics, and you know what I'm getting at. But you're right. I think there's some component of that there. Well, let me run. John, it was good to have you in there. Whiskey 4 Alpha, Whiskey Echo in Bellevue. Who else? Any place, anywhere? Mate checking.
Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee.
Hey, Bill. Almost forgot about you there. How you doing? Bill, I hear you in there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, very good. You doing all right? Sound good?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I just quick little question. This stuff that's got on the net about this guy building this little unit. Who is he and what was this for?
Oh, yeah, it sent out another notice. That was that's one of those little mini computers, the Arduino project that they put together on a bread, and then they're making a CW keyer for for going on the air with CW.
Well, I might be interested in that if he's still making them or something.
They were making them, I believe, at the Mike, are you still there? That was for the Williamson Club?
Yeah, it was for WCARES in Franklin.
Are they doing that again? Do you know?
Yeah, they're doing one more class, I think. I'd have to check the email, though, to see when it is. It may be next Saturday.
For the same project?
Yes. Yeah, they had too many for one class, so they had to split it up.
If you would post that to the site so that Bill can get that information. He sounds like he's interested.
All right. The kit costs like $40, and I'm not sure if they have extras, but I can find that out.
All right, sounds good. Bill, you catch all that?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure what I got going next Saturday, but nevertheless, it'd still be nice to know. Thank you. Well, everything's fine here, and I'm going to let you go. KM4NNY, I'll be clear.
Yeah, very good. Good to have you in there, Bill. Hope that helped you out in a little direction. That's Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee, and he is in Murfreesboro. Anybody else late checking?
Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Susan.
Hello, Tim. What's up?
Not a whole lot. What's going on?
I don't know. Like I said, I was hoping you'd know. I'm just sitting here.
out working, trying to rebuild a carburetor on the tiller. He got one gave to me. They left gas in it a long time, so I had to take the tank on, clean it, take the carb off. Just been messing with it.
Yeah, carburetors are. And every time I think about a carburetor, I think I don't want to do anything with it.
Now, this is one that don't have a whole lot going on with it. It's got a little bowls in the tank. You don't really even have a float in it. It's got a pickup line and got a little diaphragm on it. It works the same way as a fuel pump, and that was about shot. So they just left it, and I guess it's using ethanol gas, and just left it in there. It smelled just like lacquer, or just a varnish or something. It's red looking. It's messed up.
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that'll get you if you let something sit idle a long time. It gets all messed up. Did you get it wrapped up though?
Oh yeah, well, it's got to put the car back on, so it's got the tank back all on. We'll try her out tomorrow, Monday or something sometime. But that's about it. I'll let you get back at it. I know you got some others wanting to check in. I might try to hang around and get the sideband in. Talk to you later, Paul. Everybody have a good night. KR4AZ, clear after you, buddy.
Yeah, very good. That's Tim, Kilo, Romeo 4, Alpha Zulu. He's also in Murfreesboro. Great signal. Doing some carburetor rebuilding. Of course, it's for a tiller. It's a little tiny thing. Who else? Anybody else late checking? Okay, lurkers, lollygaggers, handbaggers, SDR donglers, which I am one now, at least part-time. What else did I miss out there? Oh, yeah, the preppers and the end-time survivalists. We got any of those out there?
Well, I think I heard KE4TWI.
Oh, I did hear Weston. I'm sorry, Wes. I blew right by you. How you doing? Yo, Wes. I'm checking him in. I heard him. Yeah, I think he thought I didn't hear him because I grabbed Bill, KM4NNY. All righty. Anybody else? Any of that groups I just mentioned? Nothing. All right, we're going to move on. That was 20 check-ins for a Saturday night, which isn't too shabby. Like I said, it's not a numbers game. Whoever shows up, shows up. People got other things going on besides our net, with family, friends, work, etc. Who else? Well, anybody got any buy, sell, swap, or swindle tonight? Anybody got anything they want to sell?
Late check-in.
Hey, there's Richard. You became number 21.
Good evening. Enjoy breakfast between everybody on the net, and I'll turn it back over to you. Hope everybody's doing well. KI4SID.
All right, very good. That was Richard Kilo, India 4, Sierra, India Bravo, with a super late check-in, sneaking in right in the middle of the buy, sell, swap, and swindle net. And he's over there west of downtown Lebanon. Who else? And what do we got? Anything to sell? Buy, sell, swap, or swindle? Trade? Giveaway? Find?
Got a ham 2 rotor box.
Ham 2 rotor and rotor box. It does work.
Yes, sir. $200.
$200 buys a Ham 2 rotor and rotor box from Ray up in Cottontown. If you're interested, you've got. Is your email good on anywhere on QRZ? I know what your email is, I believe. No, maybe I don't.
Shoot, I don't even know what it is myself.
What's the easiest way to get a hold of you?
Phone number.
All right. You want to give that out over the air?
Everybody else has got it. Why not?
I just want to make sure. I always ask.
I've got. It's 615-438-2005.
All righty, sounds good. Again, a Ham 2 rotor and box, and a rotor box it is, and it's at 615-438-2005. And what did you say the price was? I'm sorry.
Do what now?
You said the price was how much?
$200.
$200. Yeah, that's a nice rotor assembly for somebody who's got a fairly large antenna, isn't it?
Oh yeah. The rotor and rotor box both has just been built out of Alabama.
Oh yeah, that fella that's down there near Huntsville. I don't remember where he lives.
Birmingham.
Oh, he is in Birmingham?
Yeah, just outside of Birmingham. That's rotor time.
Yeah, I got you. Who else was there? Ah, there you are. I called back for you, but you had stepped away or down or didn't hear me. One of the two. Yeah, Wes. Yes, I just want to make sure you got in.
Oh, yeah. All right, yeah. I don't know he wasn't on the telephone, but here's everybody pretty good. Not as good as I'm thinking I got my salad. But again, from Eastern Wilson County, C4 TW.
Yeah, very good. That was Wes jumping in there. I skipped over kind of. He's got a GP9, I believe it is, sitting in a tree. He's not. He was bragging about. I mean, he may be the weakest signal on the net. I said, yeah, maybe. I don't know of anybody weaker at the moment. But anyway, yeah, good to have you in there, Wes. And it was good. Well, I was going to say it was good to see you this morning, but we didn't see you this morning at breakfast. But you had bigger fish to fry, I think. All right, Ray. I will again. That's a rotor and rotor box. That's a Ham 2 rotor box, $200. Sounds like a good deal to me. I think they're quite a bit more than that brand new, aren't they, Ray?
About 6.
Yeah, about 600. I didn't know. I didn't want to guess because I thought it was 500 something, but you're probably right. Very good. That comes with installation, right, Ray?
Yeah, right.
All right, very good. All right, we'll see if anybody's interested. In fact, I'll put that on the list so that it goes out to 83 people's inboxes. Who else is out there? Thanks, Ray. Who was out there? W4 EBX. What are you on that 1 milliwatt station you got over there? Yeah, I didn't catch much of that. All right, thanks for checking in. Good to see you this morning. That was Eddie, W4 EBX. I'm not sure why he has such a low signal because his base station is just very good, probably better than mine over there in Gladeville. So I'm not sure. He was showing us he's got a 20 milliwatt handheld or something. That's what it sounds like he's on. Anyway, that makes number 22 check-in. So we're creeping up slowly here. We got anybody else who wants to buy, sell, swap, or swindle anything?
Check in.
Go ahead. Who's checking in?
N4NYE. Good evening. Late check-in. Hope everybody's doing good. We'll see what the rest of the weekend brings. Back to you.
Yeah, more hot and dry climate. I think that's what's going on there, Dale.
I think so too. So now you're doing a swap net too. Well, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, we just give people an opportunity on Saturday nights if they got something to buy, sell, or whatever, give away or, find. If they want something they're looking for, they can ask.
I just need somebody with a backhoe to dig me a hole so I can put my tower in.
All right, you heard that. Dale needs a backhoe. He needs somebody with a backhoe. Robin has access. I saw a backhoe at his property, but I'm not sure it's his. So maybe he's got one he can lend you.
All right. Well, just wanted to increment the check-ins by one, so I'll send it back to you. Carry on, please. N4NYA. Good evening.
Yeah, very good. That was Dale. N4NY, November Yankee Alpha. He's the EC for the Wilson County Emergency Management Group over there. Did I hear somebody else in there?
K4IDC. Good evening.
Hey, you have a backhoe? Robin.
Kind of.
No, I just curious. Somebody said they needed somebody with a backhoe, and I said, well, maybe Robin's got one.
It's not much of one, and it's not actually mine.
Well, that narrows it down, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Well, okay. Well, you don't really have one. No, I know what you're saying. I don't know how much backhoes cost to get for a few hours, but I know it isn't cheap.
Yeah, so it's not in my repertoire. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right. So you made the trip up past Joelton, okay?
I did. I'm still there.
Oh, and what you're on your mobile?
No, on the base tonight, and with power. How do you copy?
Oh, very good.
All right. Well, there's about 110 watts into 12 elements and pointed pretty much directly at you.
Yes, you're S8 into my station.
I'm usually 40 over.
Yeah, I know, but you're not 6 miles south of me like you normally are. Where are you now?
Yeah, now you know. Oh, and never mind the 20 dB disadvantage for being horizontally polarized. You're vertical polarized.
Okay, I got you. So you're doing the VHF thing this week?
Yes, I'm up at Johnson. If anybody after the net would like to make a few cues, then we can do that.
All righty. Where are you hanging out?
144, 210 to start with, the upper side now.
All right, Robin and his partner in crime up there are working the VHF contest on 144 210, and you can work them on upper sideband there, and they'll be moving you off that frequency, I guess, after that. Yeah, we may be busy on 240 tonight. I don't know. All right, Robin. Well, I'll make everybody knows at 144 210. If you want to QSO with Robin and his associate in up there in near Jolton, and for the VHF contest. Anybody else buy, sell, swap, or swindler, late check-ins? Chris, boy, we got him coming in late. KG4CXE, Chris. I'm running out of room in my space. How you doing, Chris?
Good, man. I tried to do a YouTube check-in, but the kid get me on there. I went ahead and fired up the handle. I was telling Michael up lounging on the couch this evening. And I said, I'm going to try to get on there for the weakest signal off.
Well, you're coming close. I think Wes actually wins. He's got more hash in the signal than you do. But his, it's funny. I almost never look at that. I have it right here visible to me, but I never look at it because I have enough time push the talk button, which is right here. You look on the web, and writing and listening and getting my mouth near the mic and doing all those three things. And then you're going to add them. I'm going to look at the logins on the site. You can barely stand to look at it.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, man. Hey, that's another thing you add to your list. Got a lot of.
Yeah, I know. There was one night somebody put something crude and rude up there. It's somebody that's unrelated to us. I think he just saw the net and decided to put up something stupid.
Yeah, that's those trolls. What they call those guys. They come into anything.
Yeah, no, well, I'm old school, man. They're not trolls. They're just idiots.
Yeah, that's it. That's another word for them. I totally agree.
All right, very good. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. And if you're not directly involved with those people, just listen. You might learn something. Well, very good, Chris. Good to have you in there. Yeah, you're probably close. There might be a tie for worst signal tonight, but you did fine. Appreciate that, Chris. Are you home tonight?
Yeah, I'm home. I'm downstairs. Like I said, I feel like
All right, very good. That was Chris. KG4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, and he's over in his probably on the first floor of over there in Donaldson. All right. Any other late check-ins before we move on to the what do you call it? The sideband then on 144.240. I hear somebody saying, I didn't have any audio there. Hey, try that again. Was somebody keying up and I didn't have any audio? All righty, the Phantom Keyer. I think that rounds out to, I can't keep track, 25 check-ins, I believe now. So that's bumping up to our kind of new average there. It isn't always that way, but we had 26 on the previous night, this past Wednesday. Anyway, let's move on then. Is there any more check-ins? And we'll move right along from here.
Whiskey 9, Bravo, Oscar, Quebec.
Man, what are you wait, did you pick up your wife at the airport?
Yeah, she wanted to talk when we got home.
Uh-oh, what'd you do now?
Nothing. She wanted to talk. So I was talking.
Did you make that sign I told you?
No, I didn't have time, but I'm using my push to talk and I got my preamp hooked up. How does it sound right now? Over.
Sounds great. As usual, you're way over 60 over. I just have to get a 360-degree meter.
Yeah, you're 60 over too. We like to pat each other on the back. I love it.
Well, ham world is a mutual admiration society sometimes.
Well, anyway, I'm glad I made it. 26 instead of 25. Are we going to do single sideband now?
That's where we're moving to. That's where I was going to move to if you hadn't jumped in there.
All right. Well, how was everybody tonight? I missed. Was there anything exciting that I missed?
No, we were just mostly trashing you.
Somehow, well, no, nobody would do that.
No, you're right. Nobody would do it. Well, no, there's probably people who would do that, but I don't know anybody here that would do that.
I would.
No, Kevin would. Okay, very good. We got one who says he would trash you, man. He's the trash man. All right, we're going to move over there before we move any further. It's already 10 after 9. Going to the sideband net. That's on 144.240 upper sideband. And if it's busy there, we're going to move up in 10 increments for 250 or 260 or 270 because I don't know what's going on at VHF tonight. So we don't know. 240, 144, 240, or 250 or 260. K4 PEW closing on that. Appreciate all the 26 check-ins checking in. And I'm going over there now.
Quebec mic check.
Yeah, we got you in there. It's K4 PEW.
It looks like it's overmodulated, isn't it?
Maybe a little bit. It's just a good loud signal, that's for sure. All right, this is K4 PEW Paul with the Mount Juliet Simplex radio net on 144.240 upper sideband. We'll go ahead and start again with the north. Go ahead, please. You check in first there, Dennis.
All right, W.BOQ checking in. Turned down my mic gain just a hair. I was going to say something about single sideband, but I forgot. Anyway, yeah, W.BOQ.
See here, your air conditioner sounds like a jet engine.
Yeah, well, I'll have a noise gate on here eventually.
All right, very good. All right, that was Dennis, Whiskey 9 BOQ. Who else north? Hey, Frank, got you in there. Who else north? There was somebody else in there.
WB0NLO.
Hey, Mark, got you in there. Who else? Anybody else north?
Kilowatt 4, India Delta Charlie.
All right, Robin, I got you in there. Good signal. You want to count up all these as QSOs?
Well, I have to talk to them first, so if they'll hang around, yes.
All right, well, Robin needs everybody hanging around for just a couple minutes to register a QSO for this VHF contest he and his partner are in. And again, right here, he can do it. Who else, north or west? Hey, is this your first check-in on sideband here?
The absolute first.
Oh, man. We're in virgin territory, man.
I'm so excited I can hardly stand it.
That's awesome. It sounds good. And you're using the same antenna, your beam?
I am.
Okay, very good. Well, it sounds like it's doing a good job. That's that beam. It's actually a bi-direct. It's actually bi. It's a bi beam because it works just as good forward as it does backwards.
Almost. It really does almost work as good both ways.
You got an antenna that goes both ways. I don't like the way that sounds. Say what there, Rob?
I said it's socially acceptable these days.
Yeah, well. All right, who else? Anyway, west, north, east, north, or west? Please come in.
W4AWE.
All right, got you in there real strong there, John. Again, stand by with Robin if you want to do help him with the check-ins tonight. I mean, not check-ins, but for the VHF contest. Anybody else west or south?
Kilo Golf 4 Mike O.
No, you're good. Go ahead, Kevin. I got you. Got Kevin in there. Anybody else west or south?
Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu.
All right, I got Tim in there. Anybody else south? All right, I got Kevin in there. KG4MYZ from the east. Anybody else east? All right, anybody else anywhere that I haven't mentioned?
Why did I hear Kevin?
I don't know, Kevin. For some reason, Dennis couldn't hear you. Go ahead with give me your call again.
I don't know why. Can you still hear me? Or can you not hear me, Dennis? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was daydreaming. Yeah, you're strong too. W9BOQ, sorry. Okay. Hey, Paul, where's Robin located at so I can point the beams that way?
He's up near Jolton. Ought to get you in the right direction, which would be kind of north-northeast or north-northwest, excuse me.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, thanks.
All righty. Any other check-ins before I do the final countdown? All righty. Had me, K4PEW, Dennis, Whiskey 9 Bravo, Oscar, Quebec in Castellian Springs, Frank in Northwest Wilson at Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo, Mark in Hermitage, Kilo Bravo 4 November Oscar Oscar, Robin Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie up in near Jolton, Michael KM4, it's Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Belshire, Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo, John in wherever he is. He's in Bellevue, and Kilo Golf 4 Mike India Zulu in that's Kevin in Mars. Excuse me, just west of downtown Lebanon. And Tim in Murfreesboro, Kilo Romeo 4 Alpha Zulu, which is let me get that count again.
Relay.
What's the relay?
Somebody was checking in that Paul did not hear. Go ahead. I can't make out his call. Can anybody else pick up that station?
I don't know. Go ahead, station. If you can hear me, go ahead.
He's trying. I can't make it out though. Anyway, go ahead. If nobody else can hear him, it's a lost cause because he's way down there.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry we couldn't hear you if you're copying me. So try again or email me if you will. Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey at ARRL.net so we know who was trying to check in. So that was 9. I think that was a record. I think that's the 9 most we ever had on upper sideband. It kind of shows there's interest there as well. Because there are no prizes here, so it's obviously we're not in here for the money. By the way, Eddie Money died this week, for those of you who didn't notice. He was 70 years old, same age as me, but I didn't have the drug problems he had. Anyway, well, hang around for Robin, and I'll just stand by because I know Robin wants to take some check-ins.
Thanks, Paul. W9BOQ, K4IDC, how come? Hello, Robin. K4IDC, Whiskey 9 Bravo, Oscar, Quebec. You're 3 by 6. 3 by 6. All right, about the same here. Dennis. So let's see, it's 218 Zulu. And Mark, I don't know if you have antennas for any other fans, but we have 6 through 1296 here. So let me come back to you in 2 minutes if that's all right. I'm not sure what you were asking. Did you need my grid square? I do need your grid square. You're in Echo Mike 66, are you not? No, I'm Echo Mike 66. Echo Mike 66. Right. Echo Mike 66, got it. Oh, I'm sorry, it sounded like you're saying tango. Echo tango, boy, that's pretty close. Anyway, yeah, you got it. W9BOQ, clear. All right, very good. Pick your contest. K4IDC. Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. Hey, Michael, how you doing tonight? I'm doing well. Robin, how are you? I'm well, thank you. Please copy K4IDC, Echo Mike 66. Mike Henry, MH. Echo Mike 66, MH. Take your grid, please. All right, Robin, my grid square is Echo Mike 66, Papa Echo. Papa Echo, is that right? Roger that. All right, very good. Thank you so much. K4IDC. Kilo Golf 4, Mike India Zulu. Hey, Kevin, how are you tonight? K4IDC, Echo Mike 66. K4IDC, Echo Mike 66, fantastic. What's the suffix, please? For me, it's Mike India Zulu, and the grid square But you got that contest, okay, 4 out of 3. Echo Mary 66, Mike Henry calling. Whiskey 4, Alpha Whiskey Echo. W4 AWE Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo. Hey, how you doing, AWE? Get 4 IDC, Rob. I'm having trouble with them. Thanks for your call. Let's see, grid square here is Echo Mike 66, Mike Bravo. Got it. Thanks so much. Echo Mike 66, Mike 66 here. Roger. Have a great contest. Please remind me your name. The name is Sean. Juliet Oscar Hotel November. All right, John. Thanks. I couldn't remember. Lovely. John, are you working any other band? No, I'm not doing anything right now. Basically because I don't have any of the Yankees up. Well, let's see if it's up. All right. We could try UHF if you got a bird below the grid. Sure. Pick a frequency. Well, I'm on 432.110 now. How's that? 432.110. I'll go there. Thanks so much.
I'm going to go ahead and close the net. We're not on the UHF right now, so we'll catch everybody later. Have a great night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the net, such as it was. You had to see my 2 of my 4 or 5 dogs, so they all love me, man.